Peace. What's going on? So this is kind of in response to the whole Dave Chappelle stand up because, of course, I know a lot of people who are more on the social justice warrior side, and they feel like the whole stand up is disrespectful and whatever. And I knew that was going to come, but I was having this conversation with a few people, and mind you, I'm not coming up on here acting like I'm some political analyst, man. You know what I mean? Everybody else is using their YouTube platform to speak what they want to speak. I'm gonna talk my shit. You know what I mean? And considering how our freedom of speech is kind of on the chopping block, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets taken down. Even though I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful, but I guess my question is, like, when it comes to like the whole idea of safe space and trigger words and the use of pronouns, and is it helping us or is it hurting us? The whole social justice warrior movement, is it helping or hurting us? You might not want Donald Trump, but where we're headed as a society when it comes to how we think, we might need Donald Trump. We might need the other side of the coin that just doesn't have a filter. In a society where it's becoming more and more of a norm to be at your job, to be at your school, to be even just watching TV, you know what I'm saying, where you get trained on what you need to say and don't say. I mean, let's just be real, no matter how authentic and genuine what you say is, if it's not going with the group that owns that platform that you're speaking of, you'll be deplatformed. You'll be taken off. And I feel like that, in turn, results into a lot of people who don't want to offend anybody, who want to have a good heart, who want to be liked, who want people to feel safe around them and be comfortable around them. You get a whole lot of those people who are going crazy trying to be mindful of all the things that we need to be mindful of. All the things we need to be aware of, with all the trigger warnings, all the things, all the gender specific terms, all these things. And I know a lot of women who don't like it either. I know a lot of women who don't like men being so beta-like, being like, I know a lot of women that want their alpha male, that want the male, that the type of man that people would say is part of patriarchy. People would say have toxic masculinity traits. I know what toxic masculinity is, and there's natural instincts of a man that does not have any toxicity in it. It's a natural way of being. You know what I'm saying? And the same with women. And it doesn't mean that we shouldn't get in tune with each other. Like, I shouldn't get in tune with I should get in tune with with a woman's feminine energy. There's nothing wrong with that, and vice versa. But I'm still going to be alpha male dominant, But I say that just because, I feel like the mindfulness of so many people's spaces and things that trigger them and all this stuff keeps people from speaking their truth. And if you're not speaking your truth and you're kind of operating under the way you were programmed to operate, of what you should say and not say, that's a robot. That's not you. That's not real shit. That's not when did we get anywhere not opposing differences? When did we get anywhere in society not trying to learn what the other person's thinking or disagreeing and dealing with those conflicts? Like, the more we keep fucking going on this route of being so goddamn sensitive, the more we don't know how to handle conflict. It's like we're sheltering the generation to come. We're trying to shelter them so much to the point where they won't even know how to deal with conflict. They will not. I mean, shoot, we're there now, where children don't know how to really handle defeat. Yo, you didn't win. You played mediocre. Okay, you don't. There are no participation awards. That's a fact. That's life. People are gonna disagree. People are gonna offend. People are gonna troll. You know, we gotta learn how to deal with that shit. We gotta learn how to deal with that shit. So I'm just wondering, like, is it hurting us or helping us? This whole social justice warrior movement. I don't know. I really don't know. I have my opinions. I'm not a political expert, analyst expert. I'm not a psychologist. I could just tell you my experience in society today is a lot of people either don't want to say shit or they keep from saying the shit that they really want to say to be politically correct. But politically correct in today's society means fucking being fake. That's what politically correct is now. It's almost like, yo, we might not want Trump in office. I know a lot of people do not want Trump in office. But man, we might just need Trump in office. For real. You know, we might just need somebody pushing back against the way we're kind of going, where we're just way too sensitive. We're just way too sensitive. And I don't know if people are going to be honest about that. Some people will say, no, we're not too sensitive. We're more aware now. We're more aware. And I don't know about that. So, I mean, I guess that's my question to all of you. You know, are we becoming more aware or are we too sensitive? Is the social justice warrior movement helping us or hurting us? You know, are we getting to a point where our minds don't know how to handle offense or conflict? You know, these are genuine questions I have. Yes, I have my opinions, but I'm always open for debate and conversation to figure out where am I going wrong at. Maybe I'm not seeing something clear. And keep in mind that I'm a person that's all about self-awareness. I'm all about understanding your emotions, especially for black men. We need to be able to really understand what we've dealt with, the trauma we're processing, you know, and be able to express those things and channel those things in a positive way. We need that. I do believe that toxic masculinity is real, but masculinity itself should be celebrated as well, you know, and we've even gotten to a point with that where even that becomes something that could spark controversy. Even just saying I'm a masculine man gets, what do you mean by that? What you mean masculine? You know what I mean? Well, can't I be masculine? Yeah. You know, it just becomes this whole debate. But if I say I am not toxic masculinity, all it is applause. That's right. You know? So yeah, so the line between toxic masculinity and masculinity being toxic is starting to blur in my perception. And we're just becoming way too sensitive where people can't talk real. They can't talk honest, you know? And I really don't want to see the type of society we're going to be living in 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when this type of mindset is pushed to all schools and places of employment, on all media platforms. We just can't be completely authentic. And what is humanity when it loses its authenticity? So, I don't know. Leave a comment. I really like YouTube. I like posting my personal stuff on YouTube because there's people from all over that might just chime in and I could chop it up with them, people from different perspectives. I feel like Instagram and Facebook is very, you know, it's your community, so it's a lot of people who agree with you. You know what I mean? And even if you do agree, at least be somebody from a different that I might not know, you know? So please comment, like, subscribe, you know what I mean? And let's have a conversation, man. I'm really looking at this. I wanna really see other perspectives. All right? Peace.